Let's take a look at the Retro Radio. Hi, I'm Justin of Brady Joyner Bricks. As a recognized LEGO fan media ambassador, I have the opportunity to review some sets occasionally from the LEGO group, and this is one of the ones that they sent along. The Retro Radio will release on June 1st for a price point of $99.99. It has 906 pieces, and it's set number 10334. Y'all, this set is so cool. I love all the different details and all of the different ways that they really captured everything that makes it feel super retro. Two features that I love the most are the actual sound pieces. First off, there is a sound brick inside this. A sound brick is a new thing that the LEGO group has started to produce, and it can provide the opportunity for a set to make some sound if you interact with it in some different type of way. So let me show you how that works. First off, we have the knobs on the front. So this knob over here actually clicks to turn on and off. And when you turn it, it actually makes a clicking sound. So if we turn it on, you can turn the dial to go ahead up and down the FM and AM radio waves, and you can hear different sounds that are coming from the sound brick. Let's try it out.
Tomorrow's weather, another beautiful sunny day.
So if you turn it off, you can easily move this back and forth, and you'll notice as I'm moving it, you'll see the little red line moving back and forth as I turn it, which is super fun. But let's go to a different position. Turn it on. Super fun. I love all the different sounds, and there's actually a multitude of sounds. The LEGO team that worked on this designed and edited all of the different sound footage that's in here, so they actually scripted out different pieces that are recorded and included in here, with the exception of one that is actually a real radio wave sound from the past. So when you get this set, I recommend that you go through, listen to all of them, and see if you can figure out which one's the actual one. You can see in the instructions how they talk about the sound brick and how to go ahead and search the airwaves to listen to all the different pieces and all the different clues. I love all of the literature in the beginning of the instructions, providing lots of background information and some fun details about the LEGO designer involved in this as well. You'll be flipping through the different pages and you'll see different fun facts that are included. Some of the facts are about the transistor radio and the technology behind it, which is super interesting to read. And then other facts are about different parts that are included in the set, just like you've seen in other sets before. So let me show you some of the fun nice part usage, or NPU, and printed parts that we see within the set. So first off, on the off and on knob, you can see that there are two printed parts that are those curved tiles, or those macaroni tiles, right? Those are already printed, which is great. There are no stickers in the set. At the very front, there's the LEGO font that's printed here on this 2x4 tile. You'll also notice that this part says AM, FM, so that's printed there too. And just below it, we've got a minifigure flipper flipped upside down and barely sticking out that you use to go ahead and switch from AM to FM. Now, it doesn't actually control anything inside the radio, but it's a great, clever design. And then also we have that placement bar that's moving back and forth across all of the different radio stations to go ahead and find your radio station. It's a little thin red line. It's a super cool use of a part that I haven't seen in red before. So it is actually a minifigure wand. We first saw those with the Harry Potter line, and it comes on a sprue where there's two of them. So you actually get two red minifigure wands in here, one that can be used in here, and then another that could be used in some other type of mock. Fantastic use of that piece because it creates that little thin line, which is thinner than what a LEGO bar would be. And then inside that window, that retro window, you'll notice two printed tiles. One that shows the beginning of the dial all the way up to almost to the top, and then the next that shows the remaining part of the dial, and then AM, FM, and tuning listed there as well. I love that with this set that everything was included as a printed part. I don't mind stickers so much, but it's always that much better when we get printed parts instead of stickers. So the knobs are a really fun detail, really fun and interesting build. I like that they used those curved pieces that we see upside down that's often on the bottom of boats in LEGO sets. And then also you'll notice the cylinder piece that has all of those different lines all the way through it too. Creates that tactile feeling of actually turning a knob, which is fun. And also when you click the knob on and off, you can actually feel it in your finger, which is really cool, as well as when you're going up and down the radio waves.
Tomorrow's weather, another beautiful sunny day.
You could hear that little click, so you actually feel that when you bump up against the sound brick itself. The design itself is really beautiful. I love this handle, and it's actually sturdy enough to hold, which is fun. The handle could flip all the way forward or all the way back, just like it would on an actual radio like this. And then here we've got the antenna, another nice part usage. One thing that I wish it could do is to extend the antenna further out or in, but that's okay. I don't think that's totally necessary given that we're not actually searching for radio signaling. The build itself has this grate on the very front, which is super fun and looks just like a speaker would. My favorite part of this is you can actually see through this section here that creates almost like a rounded section. It's like a rounded piece of the speaker that's showing on the outside. It's really built in a way that feels retro, just like it's out of the 60s and 70s. The designers actually pulled lots of influence from different designs from the 60s and 70s. That aqua color feels very retro, and also I'm loving the use of the medium nougat to go ahead and create those elements that look a little bit like wood, or faux wood, like you would have seen in some of these retro appliances from the 60s and 70s. I also love the sleek curves, and it's really, really well built. Everything that's visible on kind of the display side really looks sleek and perfectly designed, really well designed. I suppose on the back they could have maybe found a way to engineer this so that it was flipped, so that they had tiles covering the back, but honestly I don't think it's that big of a deal. When we're looking at this, you'll notice that sleek curve that goes all the way around. You'll also notice these spots where we pushed in some axles, and that helps attach the sides to the front and this front section and make sure that it stays put. Really smart and clever design, because it also creates a little design detail that really looks like it would belong with an old school radio. Same goes for the way that the handle is attached. So you'll notice the different parts here that we're using Technic pieces, and that makes sense because that's kind of where the screw or other attachment pieces would go with a radio. And then I like the use of the light bluish gray. It really feels like it pulls on all of those retro vibes. The other fun feature that I like to show is how you can get inside the back. So you'll notice there's a little red piece here, and that piece is on purpose. That way you can pull your finger in and pop this out. The inside build has all these fun little details and colors that make it look a little bit like if you were to open up a radio itself. Additionally, all up in here, it's built the same way, so the build experience has some really cool things that you only see as you're building it, but that make you feel like you're building the inside of a speaker. Secondly, this is where the sound brick is. So you'll notice the brick here that's attached. See if I can get it out. Here we go. This is a sound brick. On one side is the play button. On the other side is the actual speaker that has those radio waves. And it goes ahead on in, and you'll notice there's like a little thing that slides back and forth here. The sound brick comes in here and attaches sideways. You push it in, and that way, if you ever need to do maintenance on it, adding a new battery or whatever, it's easy to pop out, which is great. You'll notice there's a little orange ball in here. So there's an orange ball and 2 white balls. Those are on a spinner that has 3 different prongs on them. And as you turn the knobs, it actually moves those and spins those to push against the little piece in there that pushes down into the sound brick, creating the sound that we wanted to hear. The other cool fact and cool feature here is you can actually put a phone in here and play your phone so that it sounds like music is coming out of the speaker. So you'll notice this piece goes up and down, and that way you can go ahead and hold the phone in pretty effectively and make sure that it doesn't slide out. You can cover it back up if you wanted to. I'm going to keep it open so that I can push play on the cell phone to go ahead and show you the sound. But here's an example of how the sound sounds. I mean, obviously it's coming out of my phone and then into the microphone, so you're getting that experience, but I have to say I'm very impressed. So using something like an Apple Watch, you could control your playlists, or you could go ahead and push play and have whatever's playing on shuffle of your phone in the radio and set that by you at the beach and listen to music all day long. Super cool, very interesting and clever ideas here, and I love the way that they've made it so that it's actually practical in some ways to actually use this to play music and to play sound. And when you're done playing with the radio, the back attaches using very simple small jumper plates, so not a lot of studs, which helps make it easy to remove without breaking apart this back piece. Very efficient and functional, but also very fun. So the radio itself retails for $99.99 and will be available June 1st, has 906 pieces, and is set number 10334. I love how this design is really built around the afol. It's such a beautiful display model, and I think it's fantastic that we've been getting more and more sets that are really geared towards adults who like to build. It's a fantastic display, it's a wonderful build experience, and I am thrilled with it overall. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments, is this a set that you'll be picking up on June 1st? Thanks again for joining. I'd love it if you could like and subscribe to help me continue to build out this channel, and also join me on Instagram where we can chat a little bit more. And as always, build kindness. Thanks, y'all.